All right, top of the afternoon, man. Top of the afternoon. Happy New Year's. Happy January 1st. I'm gonna try to give y'all some fire right now, man. Um, I thought I gave y'all some fire early. Well, I did give y'all some fire early, but if you follow me, you follow me. I was on the move, man. I was on the clock, man. I was awakened. Today was supposed to be a holiday. Uh, we were supposed to be off, right? January 1st. Um, we were supposed to be off, but we got a little bit of snow. Not it wasn't a coating, a dusting, but they deemed it necessary to call us in. It was not no state of emergency. That's the reason why I think a lot of people were not on deck, but many was on deck, right? Um, and we got a little bit of action, and then getting that action. Uh, that was my actual first stream of 2026. Was me getting busy, right? Was me getting busy. Now I'm at the desk though, and I'm pretty sure they are not gonna put this content out. My notifications probably will not go out. Cause that's just how this game is played. It's terrible. It's terrible. This social media, this social media, climate that we're in. Like I said, it's smoke and mirrors, man. So I don't expect to have, the views or the eyes like I normally would if I'm in equipment. Because one thing I have come to the realization is that although my content is being viewed and watched, they do not want me to cross over, so to say. So when I do go live and I stream live, like right now at the desk, and I could do it like all of these big time bloggers, right? I could put the camera on. I could have my picture shown, like that avatar right there. This new thumbnail is fire, right? Keep it real. Put it in the comment section. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, man. Hit the Cash App up, $1, right? Who's gonna be the first to donate $1 for 2026, man? Who's gonna be the first, man? $1 is not much, man. Right? I'm trying to get a new audience, man. Right? This year, Happy New Year's. Right? I want a new audience. YouTube, help me to build my audience of new subscribers that actually are digital content supporters, not digital haters, not digital content fans that are programmed to be jealous of people that come on and share their experiences. I don't want those people for 2026. That is why, like the brother Michael Knight, who to me was a weirdo, probably somebody with a regular page that's their alter ego page, their fake page, because dude was one of these guys. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of these guys that sit on panels, right? They're comfortable sitting on panels as fans of boxing, but they sit in the bushes when I go live and talk boxing because they know I actually do the things that I talk about in boxing. That's the energy he gave. Because um, I should have kept him around, then deleted him after I did that video. Because he was like, do more than one pull up. Like, do more than one pull up. Dude, I do tricks on the pull up bar. So obviously, I could do more than one pull up. In order to do certain things on the pull up bar, holding your weight, moving around, running man, you have to be able to do more than one pull up. Like I said, I get it, man. Two in the building. Uh, a lot of these dudes be asking for donations, right? My whole thing is I'm gonna start calling some of these guys out that be asking for donations with no motion. Like you might be supporting these guys' habits, right? A lot of these guys, you donate to their channels, all they do is fight parties. Are they even covering the fights for y'all? Boxing, I'm talking about, man. Right? Then these guys, you got these guys that tell you to donate, right? I think I'm gonna do if somebody today, um, I should have did it to Gumbo. Well, Gumbo, I don't need to. Gumbo has so much merchandise, but a person today that donates hits the cash app for more than $1, $10, $15. I may tell them to hit me up behind the scenes, and I'll mail them a hat. I'll mail them some sort of merchandise, whether it's a hat, a sea moss, or something. So donate to the channel $1, right? And they put it in the cash app. And the largest cash app donation today, January 1st, will receive uh, some merchandise, man. How's that, man? How's that? Cause I have a lot of merchandise. I have hats. I have merchandise over here. Seymour, Strain. So the largest Cash App donation today will receive a Shanewz Source Experience Snapback hat. How's that, man? Happy New Year's, man. The largest donation, though. I only asked for $1. So if you give more than $1, right? You give five, or you get whatever you give. If you have the largest Cash App donation, I'm gonna give you a hat, man. You'll get a hat today. How's that? And look, ask the people that purchase my hat. My hats go for $35. $35, man. I sell them for 35. The new exclusive ones, we might be looking at 60. We might be looking at 60. I still have not set a price on those. I still have yet to set a price on those. But one of my first topics that I want to look at, right? We got a couple in the building, two in the building. Why is this freezing? I don't know what's going on. Can y'all hear me? I want to make sure. Well, it's all likely that y'all can hear me, but nobody's saying it. I just want to make sure that I'm being heard. Right? Yes, I am being heard. Okay. Because you get people in here. Like I said, there's a couple people in here watching. Didn't hit the like button. Don't even comment, man. Chat, what up, man? Comment. So the first thing I want to go to is over here, right? This is what I like to do, right? I would have did this morning, but like I said, unfortunately, I was thrusted into the throttle, man. I was thrusting into the throttle, right? And this is one of my old searches, right? I want to see the first homicide of 2026 because there was some homicides already. First. All right. 2026. 6. Because the year started off, somebody lost their life. Somebody lost their life. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. The first homicide. Shot in the head in car in New York City. First homicide. NBC News. Austin police investigate first possible homicide of 2026 at strip mall. Right? It started already, y'all. Damn, this one right here. We're going to look at all 4 of these so far. These are the top 4 stories. ABC News, Riverdale. Y'all watching this? Different type of content flow. Look, maybe I put I like my new avatar. That's why I don't have my camera on. Do y'all want the camera on? Because I'm right here with the hoodie on. See? I like that new avatar though. So the first official homicide in New York. Ride share driver. Damn, they killed the driver, bro. Let's check this out. Because I am in New York. So this is courtesy of Eyewitness News. Are you guys seeing this? Let's make sure this is pulling up on the screen, right? We want to make sure this is being shared. And then we are going to give you the business. We want to make sure that everybody sees this content. So the first official homicide, ride share driver found shot in the head in car in New York City. First homicide of 2026. In the Bronx. Damn, the Bronx is bad, man. Mount Hope, Bronx, a ride share driver, that's like an Uber driver, was discovered dead in his car. Are you guys seeing this? Let me know. Yes, you guys are seeing it. Dead in his car. 55 years old man was shot twice in the head near Morse Avenue on the Cross Bronx Expressway in the Mount Hope section just before 6:55 a.m. They called us in at 7 something. So they discovered this man at 6:55 a.m. He was pronounced dead at the scene. He hit twice in the head. The investigation into the death is ongoing, man. So we have the first reported murder in New York City.
My name is Whitney Allen. I'm a widow, and my husband Ryan died when he was 35 years old.
Right.
We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance for either of us. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Well, let's check it out, man. Let's see. This is the actual Eyewitness News report.
It's after the clock struck midnight, Zohar Mamdani put his hand on the Quran and took the oath of office to officially become New York City's mayor.
Yeah. And Mamdani probably won't get much sleep today because this afternoon, thousands will join him at a block party after his inauguration ceremony. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate is live at City Hall with more on the mayor's busy schedule. Good morning to you, Phil.
Yeah, that's why they had a
Yeah, Morgan Pam, good morning. It's a new year and history was made at midnight. Mayor Mamdani was sworn in as the mayor of New York City. This all happened at the Old City Hall subway station that dates all the way back to 1904. It was just one of the 28 original subway stations here in the city. Now, Attorney General Letitia James, she had administered the oath of office, and Mamdani makes history as the first Muslim mayor of New York City.
First Muslim mayor
of the city of New York.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
First mayor of New York of Muslim descent. That is history. Is that trending? Somebody let me know. Is that trending? Put $1 in the Cash App. Is that trending for 2026? We know that the first murder in New York happened, was discovered at 6:55 a.m. this morning. That is the first murder, right? Hit the Cash App, right? Oh man, a lot of people sending me Happy New Year's. Happy New Year, champ. I am tired. That's why I'm getting this out the way now. I'm getting this out the way now, just in case I do not come back on later. And today I was trying to do like good 4 or 5 hours of streaming, but I did do a good hour clearing the roads up. All right. So that is the first mayor of Muslim descent being sworn in. I thought this was about the actual what's the name? I thought this was about the actual murder, but I guess it's not. Nah, see, this is more so about him. Okay, that's fine. That's why I didn't play the whole video. But this was the first official murder. Let's go to Texas. I think the next one that they had on the screen was in Texas. Yeah, we're gonna look and see. Yes, Austin police, right? Amarillo. Is that in Texas as well? Damn, Texas is doing bad, man. Albuquerque, New Mexico, also. Yeah. Austin police investigate first possible homicide of 2026 at a strip mall on West Anderson Lane. West Anderson Lane. Is this Texas? This says Austin police are investigating what may be the city's first homicide of 2026 if the victim was found with a chest trauma near a New Year's Eve party in North Austin. Austin PD, said it happened at a strip mall at 701 West Anderson Lane near Highway 183 and North Lamar Boulevard. Most of the people at the party were described as young adults, but investigators have not released their ages involved. Damn. This happened real early out there. 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 in the morning. Austin 911 got the call about a disturbance at the strip mall around 1:30 a.m. Responding officers attempted CPR on the victim, but the victim was pronounced dead at 1:45. Here it is right here. This is the strip mall. 1:30. They started out early too. See, these are the things that are, to me, when you think about it, this guy was going, the person that lost their life, right? All right, let's read a little bit more. Then I'll break down my thoughts on this real quick, right? If the death determined to be a homicide, it will be the earliest reported homicide in Austin in New Year's. Yeah, that's early, man. 1:30, 1:45 pronounced dead. They didn't. A homicide last year was also reported on January 1st, but that occurred in the evening. Last year, 72 homicides reported, down from 75 in 2023. So they don't have a lot of killings here. That's not bad. But they started out with a murder. This can't be, that can't be Austin, Texas, right? Austin, Texas is much bigger. I think, but 72 murders is not bad for the year. But they already got one. They had a record high of 90 homicides in 2021. Yeah, this can't be Austin, Texas, right? Is it? I'm trying to see. It's Austin. Because Austin, Texas is it may be because they showing the Texas. Maybe, I don't know, but okay. So here's my breakdown of my thoughts on this, right? They claim this was a younger crowd. They did not release the ages, as we read here, and this is KXAN NBC, right? They did not release the ages, right? But they said it was young people. So it's fair to say that this was a party of younger individuals. Now, this individual that lost his life probably did not think he was going to lose his life at a New Year's Eve celebration, right? He's going out to celebrate a new year. And now he has no more years left. His life is lost. Let's see what the captain, the chief, is saying. Let's see what the chief has to say. We'll listen to the chief. Let me know if y'all can hear the chief.
Only 1:28 this morning, Austin 911 received a call of a disturbance at a party that was taking place somewhere in the strip mall here at 701 West Anderson Lane. Officers responded. When they arrived, they observed a young individual with obvious trauma to their chest. CPR was administered, both by
He did
Austin
not
police
respond.
and EMS in an attempt to save this individual's life. Unfortunately, the person succumbed to the injuries and was pronounced deceased at 1:45 in the morning. Homicide detectives are on scene. Crime scene is on scene. Again, it's only 4 o'clock in the morning right now. This happened just 2.5 hours ago, so we're at the very preliminary stages of the investigation. I don't have anything else to put out other than there is one individual deceased and homicide is conducting an investigation.
Yeah, get out of here.
But I can try to answer any questions that you might have.
Damn, first murder of the year in Austin. I don't think that's Texas. Does that sound like a Texas accent, y'all? Put in the comments section. Does that sound like a Texas accent? I don't know. That is Austin. Let's go to the third. The third was a 15-year-old, man. The third right here is a 15-year-old, man. This is diabolical. Now, where is this located? Amarillo. Is that Texas? Is that Amarillo, Texas? Because, there's Amarillos everywhere. But I know Amarillo, Texas. We're going to find out right now. Amarillo, VA. Yes, this is Texas. Here we go. So, this is officially Texas right here. Amarillo, Texas. All right, let's give this a quick read. All right. Amarillo police are investigating the first homicide of 2026 around 1:10. So the ball dropped at 12. 1:10, they was responding to a shooting on the 6,000th block of Westwind Ave. This is the description of Westwind right here. We are at the scene of a homicide of a 15-year-old victim from a shooting this morning. 15-year-old girl. That was a girl, man. When officers arrived, they learned the victim, a 15-year-old girl, had been shot in a vehicle and was taken to an area hospital. She later died at the hospital from the injuries. So she was inside a vehicle that was targeted a hit. Among the evidence collected was a unspent round. News found at the scene. CSI techs came out and collected the bullets. All right, this is a very brief article, but a 15-year-old was murdered in Amarillo, Texas. Damn, let's listen to the actual clip. Appreciate that like, whoever that was, man. This is taking a while to load up. All right. Damn, it's not loading. I don't know. See, all these different pop-up videos are different. All right, we'll move on. But 15 years old in Amarillo, Texas, lost her life. 15-year-old, man. That's tragic, man. Tragic. Very tragic, man. So young, man. So much of life ahead of her. 15 years old, y'all. 15-year-old baby. That's a baby, man. So we have a 55-year-old. They did not release the age of the other guy, right? They did not release the age of where was that? I thought that was Texas too. But it was Austin. They didn't release the age of that one, right? So 55, appreciate the 2 likes. Thank you so much. And the highest Cash App donation today will receive a Snapback Showtime Shanewz merchandise. The highest Cash App. All I ask is for $1. So you make a win. You may be the only one that donates $1. You're gonna win a $35 hat. You win a 30, but the highest donation will receive a Showtime Shanewz Source Experience Snapback. Once again, the highest donation. I just say throw $1 in the Cash App, but the highest donation will receive the hat. That's the give back today, January 1st, man. Happy New Year, right? And the hats go for $35. Here we go. Austin police. They didn't release the age here. They did not release the age. This is the last one right here. Albuquerque, New Mexico, I believe this is, right? 15-year-old, though. That was sad, man. That was sad. 15 years old. I'm gonna look up Chicago in a second. That's what I really did this for, because you know the Chi, they get busy. But Chicago so far, no reports as of on this, right? But I'm gonna look Chicago up next after I look up this last one right here. Albuquerque, probably New Mexico, right? This is courtesy of KOAT 7. Eyewitness 7. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yes, this is Albuquerque, New Mexico. Police are investigating, right? Let's get the read on this. Police are investigating, right? What time did this one take? 3 a.m. So, you know, all these murders. The first one, right, was 5:55 or 6:30, the one in the Bronx. But this one right here, let's listen to the actual report.
A death on Gold Avenue between 7th and 8th Street. Here's a live look from the scene from our photographer, Sean. So he tells us there is a body outside of a car. Gold Avenue is closed in the area. We've reached out to APD for more information. As soon as we get an update, we'll be sure to let you know here on air.
So that was the initial report. Albuquerque police are investigating a fatal shooting that happened early Thursday morning in downtown Albuquerque. Heard gunfire on Gold Avenue between 7th Street and 8th Street in downtown just before 3 a.m. Police say officers took one person into custody and then went to the area where they heard gunfire. When officers arrived to the scene, they found one person who had been shot. Police say the victim in the shooting had died at the scene. Damn. That's kind of brief. But those are the first couple of murders of 2026. Now, one of them was a party, right? Young people partying. And my thing was this: are you going to a New Year's celebration function thinking, yo, you're gonna celebrate a new year life and end up losing your life? It's crazy. But I want to get over here. I want to see what happened in Chicago now, right? I thought Chicago was going to pop out. Let me see. First homicides of 2026. Let's see. In Chicago. You know, because Chicago, right? The Chi, right? And the Chi. Let's see what comes up, right? No, maybe Chicago. Oh, here we go. No, Chicago might be good, man. Chicago might be good, man. Look, I don't think nobody lost their lives yesterday in Chicago, man. So far, nothing's being reported, man. That's 2025, man. So Chicago might have did all right last night, man. Let's just put it all the way in to make sure. The Chi, right? Let's just see. Yeah, so Chicago, nothing, man. First homicide of 20. Let's see LA. Let's look at Los Angeles. These are high gang areas, man. Let's see LA. All right, I'll do Los Angeles. I thought LA might have popped up. Let's see Los Angeles. First homicide 2026 in Los Angeles. Nothing, huh? Nothing in LA too. That's good, man. That's good, man. Yeah, right. That's good. So New York, we had the Bronx. The Bronx had to be on some bullshit. Brooklyn, nothing in Brooklyn. Look, that's good. Shout out to Brooklyn. Unless nothing has been recorded yet, right? Let's see Brooklyn. Let's look at Brooklyn. So only the BX so far, man. Man gunned down a car on New Year's Day. That's the Bronx. So Brooklyn kept it clean last night, man. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Shout out to Brooklyn. It's the Bronx, man. The Bronx had to set it off, man. Right? The Bronx. So Brooklyn, nothing. Let's look at Queens. Right? I'm just checking, us, man. See, only the Bronx. See, it's because the Bronx. So New York kept it good last night, man. But somebody wanted to kill a ride share driver. It's like an Uber driver, man. That's crazy, man. Now this guy was probably out trying to make some extra money doing his thing, and he lost his life, man. Shot twice in the head. Twice in the head, man. That's why you got to be careful, man. You really got to be careful out here, man. It's real tricky out here, man. You got to be real careful, man. 55 years old, so this was a much older man that they did this to, man. Which to me is it's despicable, man. It's despicable, man. Now, for whatever reason, they have not put me out in the algorithm. They're not in the algorithm. Look, I am going to use the bathroom, right? Thank you for the 3 likes. I see I got 3 likes. We're going to shift gears now, right? Let's see what's actually trending on X. Let's see what X is saying is trending. That was just my search. I wanted to see who set it off. Well, let's see what X is saying is trending. Texas Tech, Happy New Year, Dante Moore, Dan Lanning, David Bailey, Stein, Liverpool, right? The Astros, the Rose Bowl, Big 12, Red Raiders, the Cubs, Tyrone. Let's see what's trending in news. Let's see what's trending in sports. Donovan Mitchell, 34 points. Okay. What about entertainment? See, it's cool when these guys do this stuff, right? It's cool when these guys do this stuff. I'm at the desk, man. Do y'all like my new avatar right there? The Motion Talk avatar? Chat, what up, man? Talk to me. I'll talk back. I switched the avatar up. I'm going to run it up, man. I'm going to leave the live stream. Well, I should have went and got me a coffee before I came home. We worked this morning, man. How did my first live stream look? Shout out to Joanne. Joanne was in there. Joanne is a moderator. She was over there. Maybe we'll do a reaction to that. I was out there driving, man. I was tired, right? Because I was up. I didn't go to bed till about 4 something in the morning. So I was like, I thought they was gonna call us. It snowed a little bit last night, but they didn't call us. And then you know how that goes. I was on edge. I was like, all right, we good. We dodged the bullet. I get comfortable. I'm like, God damn, these motherfuckers is calling. I look out the window. The ground is covered a little bit, but it wasn't to the point where it's like, damn, why y'all calling us in? This is our off day. Can we enjoy our holiday? I was thinking we was going to come in overnight a little bit. That's why I was up. But we did not get the call until about 7:30 this morning. By the time we really get the rocket and rolling, everything is done. Everything was done, man. It was just a coating, dusting. For those of y'all that was on that live stream that watched me work, a lot of sanding and salting of the hills and the mains. And then the sun is up like how it is right now. Everything was melting. It's cold out there. I think it's still about 20-something degrees, 26, 27 degrees. And, yeah, but they tried to keep us hostage to 2 o'clock, man. Like, come on, man. This was our off day. We got to come in tomorrow. Well, they do. I got a vacation day tomorrow. 5 in the building. For those of y'all that's just jumping in here, I said the highest Cash App donation will receive a Shanewz Source Experience snapback hat. So whoever has the highest donation in the Cash App will receive a Shanewz snapback merchandise hat, man. Right? I just asked for $1. So you might get lucky. You may be the only one that donates $1. You're gonna receive a $35 valued hat. Because I sell the hats for $35. So if you donate $1 and you're the only one that donates $1, you will win the hat. A $35 hat today, man. You know, that's a little incentive, man, to donate, man. Likes are free, but hit the like button. Likes are free, man. If you're just now joining in here, that is my new avatar, right? Fire. You see what it says? Now it's 2026, new beginnings, motion tour. We talked about the first couple of homicides. New York almost made it without a homicide last night, overnight. Now, the day is still young. Somebody might get shot and do things of that. But last night, only the BX, Mount Hope section of the Bronx, they killed a Uber driver, basically a ride-share driver, 55-year-old man, was found with 2 gunshot wounds to the head. No reported shootings or killings in the Bronx, Queens, or Manhattan. Only the Bronx. Only the Bronx. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. 4 in the building. Smash the like button, man. Smash the like button, man. Right? 5 in the building now. Once again, the rules or to enter into the highest Cash App donation will receive a $35 valued hat. The highest Cash App donation. Like I said, if you just don't donate $1 and you're the only $1, you'll win a $35 hat for $1. All right, we're gonna move on now to another topic. Let's pull up the iJizza. Let's go to the iJizza. All right. Refresh the IG page. I got all new thumbnails now. All new thumbnails. You see my new thumbnail right here? This is what I do. As far as the boxing, media marketing, management consultant, agent, that's neither here nor there. Right now we are doing a little content, digital creating, right? Now this was not playing. Let's see if it plays now. Here it goes. Look. This is what we was doing. Look.
Hold you back.
Digital creating, That's kind of cool. Right?
They being stingy with the shit, y'all. Look, can't be stingy with the shit. Pay attention to the skills, though, man. Look how I'm getting it back up in here. Oh, so. There we go. Oh, damn. Damn it, Chrissy. Look. Damn it, Chrissy.
Yo, yes, that's kind of cool, right? You see how my transformer transformed? But this right here, this video right here is doing very well. Hilarious. I just remixed some content. It's cool to be a digital creator, man. It's cool to be a digital creator, right? This was in Vegas right here.
Started throwing bottles and cans.
Yeah.
One dude was coming at me. He said, "Oh, motherfucker! Give me a reason! Give me a reason! Give me a reason now! Now, nigga!" Mail your ass to your mama in the box, motherfucker. I have you in that tank. Don't fuck with me. You
This was bubble. I said, right here. Yeah,
yo, let's go. Hurry up.
She was like, yo,
we gotta go.
I look at some of the content. I'll be like, man, the boxing community has been Crabville for so long, right? Crabville for so long. You guys watch me develop, watch me build. But I like I said, I get it, man. As somebody that does content and been doing content, I get it. This is a new year, 2026. That was 2020, maybe 2021. Most of you guys that sit online are like what you did last night. You link up in herds, wildebeest herds, panels, and you just discuss. Don't go to fights, on a part of no fights. Don't go to no gyms. All you do is just come online year after year, day after day, and gather up and gossip. Give your opinions on fighters and boxers that work hard, make a lot of sacrifices. That's all you guys do. But I get it, man. I get it. I today received one of the highest acknowledgments from a manager, a fellow manager who I respect in the game. We was talking behind the scenes, and he was he sees the work. Now he like, damn, yo, you, as far as the content, putting out the content, he like, yo, you just switched it up. You did like a 720, I think he said. He didn't even say 360. He said a 720. And he was like, but more importantly, your advisory. He was like, we was talking about, I'm not gonna get into depth, but he was like, yeah, they need to listen to you. And basically what he was saying is a certain client now, he doesn't even want to deal with them unless it's going through me. And I was like, damn, really? I was like, wow, thank you. Right? He was like, nah, man, if you aren't, and that's what I told you I've been. I'm a motion maker. I basically make things happen behind the scenes. And he was like, yo, if you're not reaching out to me, I don't even want to deal with them. I was like, wow, that's big. I was like, wow, that's big. Because that's what I do, man. See, y'all overlook my platform because most of y'all that sit online were in competition for content. And you don't even have content to even compete with me. Now, most of you guys, that's why you guys are in the bushes. You come online now, you might sit online for 4 or 5 hours, and you think, oh, if I don't watch this guy, if I don't hit the like button, he's not gonna grow. Look, I'm whoever donates the most, has the highest Cash App donation, is gonna get a $35 hat. I'm doing the give back today. They're gonna get a $35 hat. All right? Do I need to show the hats? Do I need to show the hats? They will receive a $35 hat. All right, the highest Cash App donation. Now you guys sit online and refresh the super chats. You do all these things, right? And a lot of these donations that you're getting, you're not even getting quality content. Not even merchandise. Like I've been fronting on the game with that. I'm like, damn, all these dudes with all this motion and viewership, where's their merchandise at? Look, as a matter of fact, I'll put the camera on real quick. This is the hat I'm gonna give away. I'll give this hat right here away. I got one right here. I was gonna say whoever donated the highest, they could actually pick, but this is the one I'm gonna give away right here. Look, I'll give this one away right here. Right? This is the one I'll give away right here. Brand new. Highest donation today will receive the red. This is the red. Army Fatigue. Shanewz Source Experience. Highest Cash App donation receives this one right here. All right. Like I said, this is a $35 hat. These hats go for $35. You will receive that one. I wore this one right here at work. I had this one on today. I was rocking purple royalty. I had this one on, man. But how was the content looking, y'all? Like I said, I'm not gonna stay on too long. I'm gonna come back on. I've been on for 45 minutes. I'll probably get out of this one in about another 15. That'll give me 2 hours today of streaming, right? I did 4 hours on the clock, a little over 4 hours, right? All right. But the content is out there, y'all. The content is out there. All right. Keyshawn Davis. Do I want to talk boxing? Keyshawn Davis recently just did an interview with The Ring, with those guys over there at The Ring. Max Kellerman, I think it's Max Kellerman. Who are the guys over there? Max Kellerman, the football player, Shady McCoy. What's the other dude? Damn. But he did an interview, and to me, I'm coming at you today, Keyshawn. You were somebody that you're speaking down on Africa, right? You're saying that Africa. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. I want to find it real quick. Hold on. I don't think I shared it. I definitely didn't share. I should have. Normally I share these shits, man. Let me try to find it real quick and then I'll share it. Cause this dude, like Keyshawn Davis, man, like you have the audacity to really be trying to talk about people like that. You are getting how many chances, right? You fucked up the bag. You did all kind of bonehead shit. I didn't appreciate what you tried to say about Africa. And I'm like, this is a guy who popped dirty marijuana, right? Got a light slap on the wrist for that. Remember that? Y'all remember that? When he popped dirty? He popped dirty. And he received a light slap on the wrist. Right? A light slap on the wrist. The boxing advisor, thank you. And I want to say shout out to Uncle Dre, Havoc in the building. He shared my content, my consulting firm, Shanewz Boxing, man. See how that, yo, and he's a major player in the game. So you know the eyes that seen that by Andre Rozier, aka Havoc in the building. We are in the hurt business, sharing that. So that was a good look, man. I just wish more people would. I tag certain people on purpose because I just want to see if they're gonna share. I know they don't want to press the like button. Certain people do. They will not hit the like button for nothing because they can't acknowledge it, right? A lot of that, and that's the sickness that a lot of people have. They cannot acknowledge growth, right? Especially when they talk about you in the shadows. If people talk about you behind your back, and you constantly make them look out to be what they are, liars, frauds, and shit like that, they will never. Here it is right here. I'm sharing it right now. They will never acknowledge you on social media because it shows how fake they are because they know they talked about you, right? They talked about you. So if they acknowledge you on social media, what does that say about them? That's why a lot of people will never acknowledge you on social media. Just know that, man, for the 2026. But now, hopefully, this is up there. I want to do the breakdown on this on Keyshawn Davis real quick. Let's see if it's shared. I just shared it on my phone. No, I think I might have to refresh the page. Yes. So let's refresh the page. It'll probably pop up then. Yes, this is it right here. No, that's not it, huh? Still nothing, huh? All right, we'll go back over here. It should have popped up, man. There goes Abdullah. Yeah, I got an article coming out on this. My article will be coming out on that at some point in the day. Here it is right here. This is what I want to highlight, y'all. Now listen to Keyshawn, man.
Let me tell y'all what's the plan, because I feel like it's what's going to happen. So y'all can just start asking. Look, after I beat Jermaine Ortiz, God willing, I'm gonna go to 147 and I'm gonna become a 140 champion, and then I'm gonna defend it against somebody at 147.
Devin Haney. Who at 147? Is it Devin Haney?
Yeah.
Because that's a pound for pound brother right now. And we asked you, who's a fight that's gonna put you on that pound for pound list? Devin.
All right, that is a Shady McCoy. So he didn't get to Africa yet, right? His plans is if he beats Jermaine Ortiz at 140, he's going up to 147 to get a belt. And then he's going to fight another champion at 147. But he has to be successful January 31st against Jermaine Ortiz, right?
He's at 147, right? And he got a belt.
Now he is, yeah.
And you say you want 147? I mean, what we doing? What we talking about?
Names.
We talking about January 31st. I'm gonna look great.
Meantime, Richardson Hitchens, I'm not going to get off the Hitchens thing, has said you talk more than you fight and that you, quote, cannot take a punch. Keyshawn, where did that tension start? Why does it sound personal between you two?
Let me stop it. Remember, I remember I was there. This dude, it is personal with them. It is. Y'all remember? I'm not gonna pull it all up because I want the guys that sit here that I give the plays to go back and shout out to manager Martin. He would say roll the tape. But Keyshawn Davis was really on when he was thinking he was like a goon. He was punking Africa, right? I think before Africa won his belt, right? He acted like he really had an issue with Africa. It goes back to with Shakur and all of them because these dudes, their relationships is different, right? I don't get into them really like that, right? But Africa has since went on to become a champion. Both of them have. But like I said, Keyshawn Davis has had his, fumbles, so to say, and problems. But now he's back in, the light. And he's gonna say something, and I'm like, bro, you need to just chill because you watch. Let him say what he gotta say.
I've been doing this a long time, kid. Let's go.
Africa need to freaking stop self.
Right.
For real. He need to relax.
Stop it right there. This is the same guy who fucked up his homecoming. But he's telling somebody they need to stop smelling it themselves. Maybe you need to look in the mirror and say that to yourself, man. This is like your second, third chance. A lot of people don't get double chances. I know a particular fight, I'm not even going to mention him, but I remember he did some shit, and he's basically blackballed right now. If you know, he's blackballed. He has zero to no motion. Nobody's really pushing his motion, his movement. And all he did was one thing, not even as big or blunder. Like, because that what you did was a blunder. You fucked up a lot of money in your hometown. Right? Top Rank, I don't think they still have yet to recover. They don't have a network deal. Right? Somebody jump in the comment section and tell me I'm wrong. I don't think they have a network deal yet. Right? But you're telling somebody they need to stop smelling themselves.
Africa, I realized Africa went pro at 2016. I was still amateur at 2016. I ain't go pro to 2021. Now, Africa, you need to relax and stop disrespecting, bro. Like, it's one.
Gotta stop it, y'all. How's the content looking, man? He said, stop disrespecting. What did you just do, man? And shout out to those good guys out there in Omaha. You kind of disrespected them, and they took the high road. they still speaking highly on you, right? And I say you disrespected, because shout out to my guy Bernie the Boxer. Bernie, what's up, man? Did you miss me? I remember when Jihad Tucker missed weight, and Bernie let me have it. Remember that, Bernie? 55-minute mark, man. I know you might see this. Remember you let me have it at the Stewart Hotel, right? You wasn't trying to hear it. We was at the Stewart Hotel. I was just about to leave to go get my daughters off the bus, and Jihad had missed weight, and I was like, yo, he's growing, he's moving up. And you was like, you was on me. You was like, nah, like on some, it was unprofessional. Keyshawn Davis did that to y'all, man. Big time, though. He blew the scale, and he was the champion. He was the champion, right? And now he's online talking about all that. No, brother, you need to look in the mirror, man. You talking about Africa. You have been given a lot of opportunities, a lot of these right here, people looking the other way when you fuck up and do some wild shit. But you're talking about Africa, right? You're talking about Africa.
One thing to talk trash, but bro, we all fighters. We all come from the same type of areas. Just stop being disrespectful, bro. Show people respect. Stop throwing business out there on Twitter. Like, just talk boxing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of narratives in boxing don't be about boxing. And I feel like he's
look what he just said. A lot of narratives in boxing don't be about boxing. That's all YouTube is. That's all social media is. These niggas don't fuck with boxing. What are you talking about, Keyshawn? That's why I turn my camera on, so I'm not hiding my face when I do this segment. So I really turn the camera on, man. What is this guy talking about, man? What is he talking about, man? I'm starting 2026 off with a bang, man. What are you talking about, man? You're coming at Africa for doing a lot of things that you have done in the past. Or at least he, like I said, when he fought at the Hula Theater, he made weight. Hometown fight, defended his title, stopped George Kambosos. He didn't start a riot damn near. He didn't go in nobody's locker room. And remember, they was like chippy. If you watch the content, they was chippy. George Kambosos and him about the bets and the fake jewelry and all that. It could have won left, but it didn't. But you telling him he needs to be respectful, this, that, and the third. But we have you on record missing weight at home, big time, embarrassing your team. Yeah, you embarrassed those guys, man. That's one of the best teams in boxing. You made them look unprofessional. You missed weight, man. You missed weight. Like, how did that happen? It's like Bernie told me in New York City, right? Bernie was on me about when Jihad missed weight. How did that happen? How does that happen? You have a team. How does that happen? You was overweight big time because you seen Abdullah coming. You know Abdullah was coming. Abdullah said, y'all talk with my hands. You was trying to put the pressure on Abdullah like he was going to be scared, right? Like Abdullah was going to be scared. Man, Abdullah would have fought you if you would have stayed around at 135. Abdullah's like that. But you thought you was going to intimidate him. And look what that did. That opened the door for Abdullah. Shout out to Abdullah and the Mason Mob. Abdullah moved up, became the main event fighter. Now he's a world champion. Being honored in the land. Being honored, right? He got honored. He was just at the Cleveland game. Cleveland Cavaliers game on the floor. They honored him. He has your belt. The belt that you lost on the scale because you missed weight. But yet you're telling Africa that he needs to chill.
One of the fighters that don't talk about boxing, you know, so like I have to understand, but just relax a little bit, bro, and stop being disrespectful, bro. And I bet a lot more opportunities will start coming your way.
No doubt.
Yeah, that was just my take on that, man. But great interview, man. Shout out to the businessman. You know, he's up January 31st. You heard his plans. He plans to beat Jermaine Ortiz.
Yes, this is the Sauce Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off,
yeah, shout out to him, man. How's the content looking, y'all? I hit my album, Mark. I'm gonna come back on again. I'm not gonna stay on too long. Let me see. I'm closing the live stream. I'm gonna see if anybody won the hat. If you won the hat, come over here to this page. Come over here to this page right here. If you have IG, all right. Either one of them. DM me your information. I'm gonna do a quick check right now. Right. Let's do the quick check right now. All I asked for was $1. Oh, now you guys are terrible. Not $1. Nobody donated $1, right? So I guess nobody won this hat. Nobody won this hat. I thought somebody was gonna give $1. I was gonna say, yo, you won the hat for $1, right? Not even $1, right? And then y'all wonder why I say, why should I sit online? Right? Pay attention. Look how I'm trying to send for 2026. I'm about to go run around and make me some money, even though I made some money already. But this is why I don't sit online for more than an hour and discuss boxing business or content in the boxing world. Because I give out, like what I just talked about right there, they're going to run with, right? Not one donation. I probably don't even have 5 likes on the content, but not $1 donation. And I gave out some information right there that you're going to see these guys that sit online, and shout out to my man CW. Like CW says, try to emulate the motion, Shanewz boxing. They're going to try to break that down now, what I just broke down. But, you know, y'all lost out, man. This hat will eventually get sold for $35. But look, $1 would have got you this hat today. This was the New Year's Eve give back giveaway. $1, right? Nobody gave $1. Look, if somebody would have gave $1, I might just mail this off to my brother Gumbo, because Gumbo gave $10 the other day, right? He gave a $10 donation behind the scenes. Somebody could have got this for $1 today, right? But it is what it is, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the sauce. Happy New Year. We'll probably be back on this evening. I might take a little nap, or let me see real quick. Watch this. Let me show you why I always talk my shit like this, right? I'm gonna turn this app on real quick. I'm gonna go make me some money, right? This is what I do, right? This is why I say I can't sit around and put out content, right? Watch this. I'm gonna go make me some money real quick. Watch. This easy, right? Right? Now I was saying $1 donation, right? Watch this. I'm gonna go make me some money. Right? The technology is different. How they deal with this technology? You see how they gotta identify you? This shit is, pay attention. It's real out here. It's real. All right, I'm about to make me a couple dollars, man. All right. That's what we do, man. I say, you know what? Oh, hold on. All these apps, you acting like it ain't you. Look, you got to do this shit on all these apps. All these apps do this. You got to take your photo. All right. Now, whatever one of these apps sends me, look, here we go. Look, Walmart Sparks, then waste no time. All right, all more sports, jump right on it. Right out the gate. See, that's what I'll be saying. I'll be like, yo, I'll be sitting online, putting out content, missing out on bread. Now, the only reason I said I was sit around today, because we did have it wasn't no crazy storm, but this was holiday pay. So I got paid already for the holiday. But then we did, like I said, I did a couple hours of time and a half. All right. So I said, you know what? Because I did plan on doing deliveries today. This was going to be my move. Work my company. I'm about to do some deliveries right now. I'm gonna do some deliveries right now, yeah. I'm not gonna play around. Right? I'm gonna stay on till the first one rings up, right? Now, depending on which one I receive an offer on first. There we go. Look, told you that was fast. No, I don't want that. No, I'm okay on that. That's going around Concomar. I don't look. I did a lot of riding already. See, when I ride, when I do drives, nope, I don't want that one either. This one right here, I'm gonna take. I'll take this one. Here we go. With that being said, this is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. You do have options. Holla.
This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?